guess it's a parent's worst nightmare. But we struggle every day.
It's been a year since Ed and Paula Werner's son, Kaulana, died, but time hasn't healed the pain.
It's horrible. I miss him so much.
Kaulana was killed right in front of their family's home on Farrington Highway in Nanakuli. He was a Kamehameha Schools grad, a standout football player, and he was only 19.
I guess he took his last look at me. Then he just closed his eye.
The driver who hit Kaulana, Maisha Armitage, was arrested down the road for driving under the influence and for leaving the scene of a crash. That was April 24, 2016. 2 days later, she was released from custody pending further investigation. It wouldn't be until March 2017, nearly a year later, that Armitage would be formally charged for the crime, indicted by a grand jury for first-degree negligent homicide and for the hit and run. Her trial is scheduled to start next month.
Did you think it would take this long for it to go to trial?
No, I was thinking that, after we got the report and everything, that, it would be, pretty quick.
So why does it take so long? Well, police tell us there are many factors, including tracking down witnesses, figuring out whether speed, drugs, alcohol, and/or distracted driving were factors. And that involves calculating data and creating diagrams, forensic testing, waiting for toxicology reports to come back, and sometimes waiting for the driver or passengers to recover from major injuries.
It does take a long time, and they gotta do a thorough investigation. But like for these two, it really plays on your patience, because you're just sitting and all the while this person is doing all the things your child could be doing, living their life.
But even after a thorough investigation, many cases don't result in an arrest. Honolulu police tell us in 2014, 43 negligent homicide cases were opened, and there were only 3 arrests that year. In 2015, 20 cases were opened, only 6 arrests. And last year, there were 15 neg-hom cases and 17 arrests, the reason being that sometimes arrests can come months or even years later. And even after police do their investigation, not all cases go to trial. The prosecutor's office can decline to move a case forward. A spokesperson told us this office looks at each case sent to it to determine whether a charge can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. We wanted to know how many cases the prosecutor's office turned down in the last 3 years. It's still working to get us that number. But we do know between July 2015 and June 2016, only 7 negligent homicide cases were filed in Oahu Circuit Court. Under state law, the statute of limitations for first or second degree neg-hom is 3 years, meaning prosecutors have 3 years from the time of the crash to charge someone with that crime.
Pain is so it's over, but it's just like day one.
And while it won't get rid of the pain, they are looking for some sort of closure.
So all we're asking for is justice.
For first-degree negligent homicide, Maisha Armitage faces up to 10 years in prison. But we did some digging and found out the maximum sentence isn't always handed down. In fact, police say Scott Ebert was speeding when his truck slammed into HPD officer Garrett Davis's patrol car on the freeway in Aiea in 2012. Officer Davis died in that fiery crash. Ebert was charged with manslaughter, but was convicted of a much lesser crime of third-degree negligent homicide and sentenced to 1 year in jail. In February 2015, retired police officer Charles Duncan hit and killed Sherry Afuso while she was crossing the street in a crosswalk in Mililani. Duncan didn't have to go to jail. Instead, he got 5 years probation. And in May 2015, Vince Kalaola was driving when he hit a woman and her granddaughter while they were walking along Farrington Highway. Kalaola drove off and the woman was dead by the time help arrived. He was sentenced to a month in jail.
We got to get a little bit stricter on the law, on negligent, and, you know, because you make choices. What's the difference between you using a car to kill somebody or using a gun? It's the same thing. It's a deadly weapon.
In comparison, murder carries a sentence of up to life in prison, and manslaughter carries a sentence of up to 20 years. But some argue that neg ham is different and that many of the suspects don't have a criminal past. As for the Kaulana Warner case, the trial is set to begin next month. We will follow it, and we will let you know what happens.